Hi, thanks for dropping by this episode of Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. We like to bring together here on Daily Ad Brief subject matter experts that can walk you through this world of storytelling, media, marketing, branding, kind of showing you where the science meets the art. And we have the lady who's really going to help shed some light on all of this for you. Please make welcome Katie Brinkley. She is with Next Steps Social Communication, and she is here with us on Media Champions. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for saying yes, and thanks for what you do. First of all, I think your website is very fun. It's informative. It's easy to navigate through. I always like to compliment on websites when they should be complimented on, because let's face it, a website is not set it and forget it. Am I right?
It is not, no. And I do think that a lot of people don't give the attention to their website that it really does deserve. Websites are an important part of your business.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? That's so not what I want to talk to you about on this episode, because I've only got 5 minutes.
That's
That's a
fine.
future episode. So see how I hook you back in? We're going to get you back.
I know.
I want to
Count me
talk
in.
about I want to talk about that social media design and branding, because I know this is your wheelhouse, and I know this is why people are just lining up to work with you, because you show people the light and what they need to see. Walk me through what it's like to have that potential client that maybe doesn't quite get it yet, and you have to do some education. How does that work?
I I definitely feel that a lot of businesses don't give their websites, their social media, especially the attention that they deserve. That is your opportunity to showcase you and your business to the world. What makes you different than all of the other businesses out there that are just like you? And your social media is your voice. It's how you're going to build your community around your business. It's going to how you're going to be find new leads. It's going to be how you cultivate that community of your biggest brand advocates.
So we're identifying, right, the brand, the who we are, the what we know, the what we do. But let's talk about how quickly this world is changing, and where you see the trends going in the next couple of years. Because okay, let's identify who we are, but what do we do after that? Because just as you and I are talking right here, sister, the stuff is changing on a dime.
It is. And I feel like it's a full time job to keep up with Instagram and their updates anymore. But it's
Right?
true. I mean, if you are not, if you're not paying attention to social media, somebody else in your industry is. And so you have to make sure that you are giving your business's social media the love and the attention that it deserves. I'm not saying that you need to be on every single social media platform known to mankind, but find out where your ideal clients and customers are hanging out and go all in on that one platform. You don't need to post every day. You don't need to post constantly. Consistency is the best strategy. When you build out a strategy, a consistent strategy that you can stick with, that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of results come from your efforts on social media.
Walk me through, if you've, and I'm sure you have, maybe just share with us an aha moment, if you will, with a client who just knew they had to be on this particular social media platform, but you knew it wasn't quite what was needed. And let's pepper that in with what you talked about, not having to constantly put stuff on there, because there is such a thing as junk mail, right?
Yes,
You're not
it
just going
is.
to
Yeah.
post for the sake of posting. It's like getting junk mail. So walk me
Yeah.
through how you try to educate a potential client on how this works.
Well, Mary Teresa, that's such a good point because I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions is, oh, well, I know I need to post every day. And why wouldn't I want to be on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook? And I mean, if I were to continue listing them all off, we would run out of time. There's a lot of social media platforms out there. Just because they exist doesn't mean that you need to post on them. And if you are showing up on all of them the same way, you're going to just end up being white noise. The way that you post on LinkedIn is very different than the way that you post on Instagram. And the way that you post on Instagram is very different than the way that you post on Twitter. Listen to your ideal clients and customers, see which platforms you're getting the most traction from, and really go all in on those platforms because when you scale it back, I promise you, you are going to one, enjoy social media again, and two, you're going to be getting more business from it.
Okay, last question. Why is it a good idea for a business or organization, even if they have an internal media or marketing department, still a really good idea for them to partner with somebody like you? Why?
Well, I keep up with the latest trends. My job is the strategy side. So I look at a business's overall social media efforts and see what's working, what's not. How can we look at the data? I love the numbers, and there's a lot of things. Like I said, in March, there was 13 updates alone just for Instagram. It is a full-time job to keep up with the latest trends. And so this way you can have somebody else come in and look at exactly what you're doing and look at it from a third perspective as, hey, this is what's working for other industries and for other businesses. How can we make something like this work for you?
And numbers, they do not lie.
They don't.
Nope, they don't. Katie, we're out of time, but thank you so much for saying yes. And I do hope you come back and we'll continue the discussion.
Sounds good. Thanks you so much for having me.
Anytime. And we can connect any of you right now, if you like, to Katie. You can find her by finding us right here at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Treese Griffin in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for more Media Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.